Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as I'm recording this, it is the second to last day of 2020, and by the time this video goes up, it will be the new year. It's crazy to believe that 2020 is already over, but it is. And with that being said, I kind of wanted to do a sort of discussion about where I want this channel to go, since I've been doing a lot of thinking and researching and brainstorming for how I kind of want this channel to kick off. So the first thing that I want to discuss is my purpose for this channel going forward. So this channel started out as an art channel, and I believe that it's going to stay at least partially to be an art channel. I just think that sharing my art is something that I'm passionate about, and I don't see why that has to be separate from the things I'm planning to do related to writing on this channel. So art is going to stay, although it will maybe be a more infrequent thing going forward. We'll see. The next thing I want to talk about is sprites. Okay, so I have wanted to do scripted videos on this channel pretty much since its inception. I mean, some of my videos, my earliest Q&As, I think my first two, were completely off the cuff. Nowadays I use bullet points, like right here, but largely they're off the cuff, not planned, and I want to change that because, number one, my prepared writing and points that I make in the videos are much more prepared and wittier and just all around better when I've had time to read from a script. However, I am terrible at reading from a script live. I sound really robotic, and I'm going to be constantly glancing down because I don't want to memorize an entire speech word for word. I'm in the process of making these cute little sprites of myself that I'm going to be using in a similar way to the Illuminati or Saberspark, although those are much bigger names than I probably will ever be. I will be using those animated versions of myself to convey points from here on out as soon as I finish them, which will be a couple months because I'm planning to do like 60 of them. So it's going to be a big project, but I'm very excited to finish it. You can follow the project on my art book, and I will link that down in the description. But that being said, I am going to be doing many more scripted videos. I'm not sure how much I'll be appearing face-to-face with you live unless I'm doing another one of these off-the-cuff sort of videos, which will probably still happen. It will largely be for Q&As and things like that, though. So the next thing that I want to talk about is a new project that I'm going to be starting in 2020, and that's called Writer's Read. And it's centered around the idea that you as a writer need to be consuming fiction and good stories, and bad stories too, if that happens to be a thing, I don't know, in order to help improve your writing. Because a lot of times people will learn by doing. I know that I, at least, am a very hands-on sort of learner. I really need to be able to practice stuff, observe from others, that sort of thing. And I think that consuming stories is a great way to do that. I'm going to be concentrating a lot more on discussing stories here and analyzing stories, their good and bad parts, what writers can glean from them. And I am currently in the process of putting out an hour-long video, or it'll be at least an hour, I know that, but it may be even longer, in which I discuss a particularly poorly written arc. You might have a guess or two as to what that's going to be. I'm planning to put out a very long scripted video exploring that arc. I'll be talking about both movies, TV shows, books, that sort of thing, and some videos of mine are going to be more critical than others. It's going to be very respectful and mainly an analysis from a writer's point of view, because I think that many writers have forsaken reading or consuming stories, and I think that that's sad, and that's something that we need to be training new writers to do, because that's how you get better at writing, is from learning from people who have done it before you and have either succeeded or failed. Other videos that I would love to do in the future are centered around my own personal writing journey. I've talked a lot about that, but only usually when it's relevant to teaching. And I want to make some more blog videos. These ones may also be more off the cuff, but I want to make more of these blog type videos in which I talk about, my own personal writing journey, my frustrations, and, what's fun about the process, because I think that I think that it's important for people to know that all writers, no matter how experienced, I'm not saying I'm an experienced writer, but no matter how experienced or new they are, they're going to have moments of frustration and moments of deep learning, like, oh, Eureka, and other sort of learning moments and whatnot. And so I want to be able to teach people about that using my own experiences. And I also just like to share my own experiences because, at the risk of sounding arrogant, I believe that I have some interesting writing experiences to share. Okay, and this brings us to the final thing that I want to discuss in this short year-end discussion of my plans and future for this channel. I'm gonna need to take more breaks. I was putting out like 2 videos a week before, and I'm going to need to take some more breaks coming up here. The month of December, I took completely off. No art videos, no YouTube videos at all. That has rejuvenated me a ton. And given that I'm juggling having just graduated high school, looking for a job, and trying to look into indie publishing once I finish the Allura trilogy, I really believe that I need to take some more breaks. I will still make an effort to upload regularly, but I'm going to need to find a new schedule. That may mean that this channel doesn't grow for a very long time, and I may remain a small channel. But I'm willing to do that if it means not compromising my own happiness and my content quality just to hit a hard deadline. That's really important to me. And with that being said, I think that that's where I'm going to end today's video. Thank you so much for watching this update. I really hope that you'll stick around because I have big plans for this channel. I'm really excited to get to know everybody who's coming in for the new year. Thank you so much for all of my, let me check now, for all of my 73 subscribers. Wow, I could not believe that I had started this channel, started posting videos on this channel in March of 2020 and people would actually watch them. I am so, so grateful for everybody who has supported me, and every life that I may have touched. That means a lot to me, and I am so excited to start this new year off with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you all.